Hey everyone, I want to just take a minute today to follow up on our thoughts from yesterday about John the Baptist, and I want to continue by reading in Matthew chapter 11 verses 7, 10, and 11. So it reads like this. As John's disciples were leaving, Jesus began talking about him to the crowds. What kind of man did you go out in the wilderness to see? Was he a weak reed swayed by every breath of wind? No. John is the man to whom the scriptures refer when they say, "Look, I am sending a messenger ahead of you, and he will prepare your way before you." I tell you the truth, of all who have ever lived, none is greater than John the Baptist. Now, if you'll remember from yesterday, we talked about the fact that John was in a real season of doubt and fear because he had been imprisoned, and as a man that was called and anointed of God, he probably didn't anticipate going through something like that. And so as a result, he had a lot of questions. And so he sent his disciples to Jesus to say, "Hey, Jesus, are you the one? Are you the Messiah?" You know, and I think a lot of us have a mental outlook on Jesus that's a little bit skewed. Jesus here, when John sent his disciples, Jesus didn't throw his hands up in frustration. He didn't shake his head. He didn't kick the dirt. He didn't say, "John, why don't you get it?" Jesus simply responded with the word that John needed to hear. And then Jesus went a step farther. As John's disciples were leaving the scene, Jesus starts talking about how great John is. He starts talking about the call that's on John's life and starts telling people, even to the extent of nobody is greater than John. He's the greatest. And I wonder if sometimes in our seasons of frustration, in our seasons of doubt and fear, that maybe we don't quite get the way that Jesus sees us, because we start getting doubtful and we start looking down on ourselves, and we get frustrated and we question who we are and maybe don't have the best self-image or self-perception in the moment. But the truth of the matter is, in your moments of weakness, He's going to be strong for you. In your moments of fear and doubt, that does not change the way that He sees you. As a matter of fact, in John's darkest hour, in some of his darkest moments, and possibly the moments when he was on the edge of flipping and walking away from the God-given path that had been laid before him, Jesus still saw him as a forerunner. He still saw him as great, as significant, as powerful. And so if you're in one of those seasons of difficulty, you need to get the revelation that Jesus still sees you for what He put on you. He still sees you as great. He doesn't see you as a failure. He doesn't see you as a weakling. He doesn't see you as somebody that frustrates Him. Instead, He says, "I see what I put on you." And that doesn't change. And so today, if you're in some difficult moments, if you're in some dark seasons, if you're in some troubled waters, take some joy, take some solace in knowing that Jesus still sees you as something special. He still sees you as someone great. So don't doubt yourself. You may be doubting some of the circumstances, but know that He still places a high value on your life. Love you.